G'day everyone. Welcome to episode 11 in our series 2 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're starting off today's view in our original town, or at least the extension to our original town. But the main effort today will be to continue the work in building up our export livestock and meat industry, which, as you may recall, is a long way over in this direction. So I think we'll do a little bit of ground travel along the border, as it were, and check out things as we go along. This, by the way, is our republic, and unfortunately, because of my very southern position in the world, some of these names are not even going to be possible for me to pronounce. So I'm not even going to try, because I would just make an absolute botch of them. And I don't see how that would be respectful of anyone's culture and or national tongue. However, we have arrived at our new settlement. Now, just to very briefly go over where we were, 5 large fields for an excess of 500 tons of crops coming through our farm and heading to the first 2 of a total of 50 livestock farms. And obviously, you can tell we have 48 to go. So I think we should get on with it. But we do have a small problem as I relocate, or reorient, I should say, the camera. And let me show you what our small problem is. Our small problem is that our workers can't get from there, being where they live, to the livestock farm down here on the lower right of the screen. So what I'm going to do to overcome this logistics problem is try and put in a footpath so that they can in fact get there, and it will all be good. Now, all be good. Yep, all be good. Now, we are going to go. No, we're not obviously going to do that. And then we're going to do this. Right, and from there, we are going to try and connect. Ooh, hey, move the telegraph pole for me. I'm happy with that. To there. Let's just cancel that. Go there, check that. Ah, look at that. Well, isn't that a thing? That's a thing. That really is a thing. The question is, though, if we put another farm over there, are we going to be able to get there? Let's find out, shall we? The excitement is genuinely pulsating. Sort of, maybe. Livestock farm. We need another livestock farm. We can make, better hook up the road, because the road's important. We can make it really doesn't like straight lines. Well, add 90-degree angles, does it? We've got to get on the other side of that. And there you go. Left mouse button to flatten. That's 42,000 rubles every time we do this, you know. It's not a cheap exercise. I'm just saying, it's not a cheap exercise, in case you were ever doubting that. We need you to actually build. Actually, you know what we can do? We need to bring you across like that, and then can you go this way, please? No, you can't. Why not? Because you are difficult. That's why not. Maybe we can do this. Uh-huh. How about that? You like that? That worked pretty well. All right, we need to go. I'm going to try that. Here we go. Now, all being well, he said, you're going to, oh, you made it, you little beauty. Now, there's an Australian expression for you right there, and it's called you little beauty. And you don't make it. Well, that's not so you little beauty. However, you might make it if you go down the back way. Oh, let's try it. I mean, after all, it's just money. Just money. Okay, how about that? Do you think you can make it? You can make it. Okay, well, productive age workers, there are 35 in the building, and most of them can't eat or get a drink or get electronics or go to a church or do anything at all, even remotely useful. How are we doing over here? I think we should put some more vehicles in here. And I think we should put another tractor, another harvestor, and another gatrucky. But the gatrucky is that one. Okay. Because at some point, I think we'll be doing two of these at the same time. That's just me thinking out loud, but there you go. Okay, we've got three in and two. Now, 50 workers, no resources. Check out the reason. Yeah, okay, got that. So we need 150 people. And there was about 6 in each one. That's 18 people. How many of these guys have got jobs? How many of these people, productive age workers, 35, free time, productive age workers. Who's got a job? How do you tell who's got a job? Happiness, associated health, government loyalty, alcohol, culture, sport, blah, blah, blah. Actually, it's interesting. It doesn't actually tell you how many of them have got a job, just how many of them are of an age to get a job. Where should citizens be going to work? Well, there, and there, and there. 35 out of 51. I don't understand. Okay, so this one, was that one? Brick 2, yeah. What about brick 1? Oh, we've got to close you first. Brick. Specify where people should be going to work. So 1/3 to basically everywhere. 35, we've got 70. We've got half. basically, of what we need to work. Excellent. Well, there you go. That's fine. Oh, now that's interesting. That's growing, and we've got 2 fields that we're sowing simultaneously. Oh, I like that. That's very good. Okay, that's going to improve things a lot. And the good news is that our granary, or silos if you prefer, which are 800 tonne, can handle all of those fields at one time. So that's good, right? Yes, I hear you say. It is very good. However, we do need 2. I wonder if we put another flat on this side, whether it will actually reach those or not. But if we put one here, so that's 30, 60, right? 60? 70. We could put another one in for good measure and see how we end up. Yeah, I like that. That seems like a good idea. And I'm pretty sure it was this one, 51. That is the fella. Now, the number one problem we're going to have there, which we should actually fix up first, is put the road in. Yeah, see, we are going to have a bit of an issue because we came out too far. Can't be helped. Cannot be helped. Okay. So now we may have even created more people that can go to more places. And in fact, more people that can go to everywhere. Where should people go to work? There, there, and there. So what are we doing now? 9! Outstanding! 35 out of 51. What is going on? I don't know. 7, 8, 7, 8. Well, maybe. The problem is, of course, that that is the problem. Actually, what we need to do, I suspect, we've only got 3 in. Oh my goodness, we've got so many more to go. Holy dolly, we're going to be struggling with this. I really suspect we are going to be struggling with this. Cancel road. Don't want you. Don't want you. But what we do want is another actual road coming up here like this, so that we can put another actual building next to it. It needs to flatten the terrain. Of course it does. That's what we're here for. Flattening terrain. Finish off the road. In the true Soviet nature, we are involved in a massive experiment. Ooh, actually, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Actually, how good is this idea? It is a brilliant idea, comrade. Sorry to anyone who's Russian, Ukrainian, or otherwise speaks that language who just heard me make an absolute mash of it. My apologies, comrade. Stop it. See, this is why nobody likes you. I'm only just, I have no idea what I'm doing. If anyone thinks I know what I'm doing, they are sadly mistaken. Very sadly. Oh, now the other thing we haven't done for a wee minute here is gone and checked who's got electricity. So if I put, okay, I think if I put in the residential area the grocery store in here, I think I'll be all right, except that it won't fit because it's too close to everything else. Ah, dear. Well, yes, there you are, you see. But it will make the electricity connection, and I'm pretty sure it's close enough to everything else to actually make that as well. So we put that in, and we're going to, oh, sorry, we put the grocery store. I think we need to put the small store in. Actually, you know what we need? I'll tell you what we need. We need a pub. Smack bang in the middle of all of this. That's what we need. That's a pub. And then we need the small store next to that. Now, this should have some very good effects on our community. First of all, you have no employees. Of course you don't. All right. Okay. Let's see who can get where around here. Ooh, brilliant. Don't need you for a second. You come over here. Brilliant. Check you. I'm pretty sure you make it, but we'll check you anyway. Very good. And I'm very sure you make it as well. But we'll check. Also brilliant. And what we didn't do when we set this guy up is we didn't send him to work, which we are going to do now. 1, 2, 2. Stop it. 1, 2. All right, something. I hate that when that happens, you know. All right. Go to work. Go. There are no connections to this building. Oh, right. Why not? That's a good question. Why not? We didn't put footpaths in? Is that as simple as it gets? You never know your luck in a big city. That could be as simple as it gets. Actually, you know what we could do? No other reason but that we can. There you go, we could do that. Let's try that again, shall we? Ooh, he doesn't make it to the far one. Right. Okay, well, you know what? We'll go to this one anyway. 2 out of 3 is not bad. Now, no sellers. Wow, and 37 shoppers. Well, tell you what, why don't you go, why don't you go and get a job there, there, and there. Oh, you can, oh, that's interesting. You can only go to 5. Interesting. So one block can only work at 5 places. Interesting. No workers. Ah, another problem. We are not connected anywhere. So we cannot import or export because we are not connected. So we need to connect. Now, we can connect. We have train lines here. But I think what we would like to do is take the road first. Yep, take the road first. Leave room for the train line. Now, we could come out, forward thinking here, come out to there, I think, there. Bearing in mind that we may have to redo all of this if we decide to put a train in. We could come down like this. And just sort of do this. Given how much or how little this game likes straight lines, proper curves and all that sort of stuff, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Now we should be getting some imports and exports. Well, it got alcohol and it got stuff, but no sellers. Oh no, it got sellers there. So this grocery store doesn't have sellers. Who's the grocery store? Is that you? No. Oh no, got one now. Okay, well that's it. That's it. Now, happiness should be everywhere. 16. Well, before it was 30. So now it's 16. So that's better. Okay, that's better. So where? Who? This one, right? It's growing. Yep. So that's interesting. It's this. Big Field 5 is number 1. I guess, yes. Big Field 3 and 2 is 2 and 3. That's 4 and that's 5. So actually in the exact opposite. You know what, I'm not even going to say that. I have no idea what it's doing, really. No idea at all. But we do know that we've kind of got 3 there. Now, what we could do, how are we doing? See, employee-wise, not so good. And I don't really think we should be putting more effort into this at the moment until we actually get these 3 farms producing. And I am tempted, at least initially, before we turn it into meat, to export the livestock. Let's just check about this for a minute. That's not even the right thing. This is the right thing. Livestock we can get 178. And we can do that quite readily. And I think that's what we possibly should be doing. Yeah, I think that's what we should be doing. And we could take these initially to a ranch, a food ranch, and then just transfer them straight across the border. Because we're going to get a much better idea about how things are going when that is happening. And I don't think it's very far away, actually. Okay. We're $8 million and $2 million. So maybe what we should do in preparation is put the ranch in. Actually, now. Let's have a quick look at the ranch for a minute. Food and crops, meat. This is the ranch. And it needs power too, but that's easy enough to do. We're going to bring the next power line out to about there probably. So we could get 2 more farms there and a third one there. Ooh. 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 Ah. Ooh. And then we could actually, you know what? We could actually just hook that up to a train. No, I think I'm going to stay with road. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with road just for the now. All right, so let's just ignore that for a minute. And let's put in 3 more livestock farms. Livestock farms. Okay, so initially, before we go to meat, we will do livestock farms. Can't build building due to infrastructure. You're an infrastructure. Don't understand what it thinks it's bumping into. Now, we're going to put the next one here. Okay. And then we're going to put the houses there. So I'm going to put the livestock hall over here, knowing that we may need more than one of them. Now, no. The first thing I want to do is put the power line in so I can figure out how much range I've got. Okay, hold on. Nobody loves you. Okay, it's just that simple. Nobody loves you. Where are you connected to? Okay, so we need, this is the furthest one that we need to connect. Right. Everyone okay with that? Good. Whoa. Interesting. You need to be right there. How about there? Yeah. Tricky. How about that? Can't build due to infrastructure. Built it. That'll teach you. Sure. Angle of connection is too sharp. How about that? Is that a go? Success, everybody. We now have a thing. Now, back to the problem of putting in the livestock hall range. Now, there is no reason why we can't have you out here like that. And now, what have we put over here? 2, 4. We got 4. So we're basically looking at 100. Oh no, sorry, 200 people for 150 plus some extra jobs. Yeah. A little bit of unemployment. There will be a little bit of unemployment. But I think the comrades can cope with a little bit of unemployment. I certainly hope they can, because they're going to have to. 1, 2, 2. Ooh. It can make it, actually. And in fact, now wait a minute, we've got another little bit of an issue here, which I don't think I've thought through properly. Oh, there's a surprise. Grumpy didn't think through something properly. Well, nobody saw that coming, I'm sure. Oh, I don't know. I think I might have. All right, hold on. Let's cross the road for a start. Obviously not that way. Not that way either. Let's come all the way down here, shall we? There's an idea. Nope, doesn't like that. Seriously? And the answer is yes, seriously. That is the messiest looking road I think I've ever seen. Right, now the thing we didn't think about is we've got 3 there. No, actually we didn't. We get 4 there. No, we get 3 there. And we get 3 here. See, now I can't even remember. Who's got what? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we get 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3. You can make multiples. Oh, you would have been much better at the beginning anyway. Isn't that interesting? Yes, it is. Now, isn't that interesting? He only gets those 4. All right, we come down there. We're going to have to come around here and loop around like that. So if I put 4 behind you, you can reach there as well. So what we need in here is probably a road, even if it's a dead-end road, like so. And then what we can do is we can add some houses behind there. Okay, where's the road? All right. It's getting a little on the tricky side. Ooh, what are you doing there? Stop being there. We're going to need you. I don't actually know if you do this, they actually hook up like and walk around the building or whatever happens, but of course you can't put a pedestrian crossing in where there's no roadway. Bet nobody saw that coming. I certainly didn't, and I was here. Imagine what would happen if you weren't here and you didn't see that coming. That could end incredibly badly. All right, now, here's the big test. That's pathetic. So if you join up two housing blocks with a footpath, they don't use the footpath, the housing block as a way to walk around the area. That possibly could have been done better. Possibly could have been done better. Just saying. Not critical at all, just saying. Yep, of course. I say of course, but it you know, it's not really of course. It's sort of like, oh dear, yes. Really? Oh dear. I wonder if I should try that again. I feel I should. See, fascinating, it doesn't get to that one. And that one is right next door. I mean, right next door. I mean, like jump out of the window and fall on it sort of next door. That sort of next door. If you know what I mean. And I think you do. Now, I also wonder, now that's an interesting thing too, the fact that these guys cannot work out how to get from point A to point B without a footpath. I mean, I kind of get it, but, you know, kind of only get it. There you go. Now they get everywhere. Beautiful. All right, so now if we put oh, 1, 2. All right, hold on. Where can we get to? Wow, that's pretty limited. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, let's deal with this while we're here. 1, 2, 3. Nope, no. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Everybody's got multiple places they can go to work. Everybody's got power. Do you need employees? No, you don't. Fine, good. And everybody is, you know what? It just the effort. Just the effort gets 6 farms in. We've got 44 to go. I just can't imagine this ending well. I just cannot imagine it ending well. But there you are. That's where we're at now. It's still growing. You're growing. And you're growing. And we should have one more being harvested. No, one more being sown. All right. Well, we're going to end up with the 800. I think we're going to have quite a bit of a thing going on here, without too much trouble at all. Let's double check something here. 10 tons of crops, which is literally one truckload, deals with a day. 10 tons of crop. One truckload deals with a day, and it can store 6 days worth of crops. What we might do is we might start off one delivery truck per 3 farms. Let's do that now, and we'll go with blah 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 blah. We'll go with this guy because he's good, right? So we need 2. So you can't rename these. They're going to be extremely difficult to identify. But I guess that's just the way it is. We're going to go from the grain silo to here, to the grain silo to here, from the grain silo to here, and then start all over again. Go. I mean, we've got this set up now so that we don't have to do it when the actual crops are harvested. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. The second one is going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So yeah, that's right. And start. Okay, so technically we should have, when the grain starts coming in, we're going to have a livestock industry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 ton of livestock a day. And that's going to be our livestock industry, so we can be making some money until we get to the point where we begin to make, now why aren't you working? Where we begin to make proper meat. And from memory, the last time we had this issue, it means it can't get to a stop. It cannot get to a stop. I don't believe so. Which stop can't you get to, though? The solo grain storage. Living stock. Well, I can't get the living livestock farm 3. Where's livestock farm 3? That's the livestock farm. Livestock farm 2. Rumour has it you are livestock farm 3. Why can't you get there? Oh. Hang on, why did you go there? Am I looking at the wrong one? Have I doubled up? What? No, stop that. Hold on. Go to depot. How do you get rid of these again? Oh, delete stop, right. At least 2 stops are required. Well, all right, buddy, the plan was go to the depot. So where's the other truck we've sent off on the magical mystery tour? There he is. All right, show me where you're going, at least. Solo Grains Farm 1. All right, well, dear. All right, hold on. Seriously? What happened to go to depot? Going to the depot is what I want you to do. No, no, no. All right, hold. I somehow don't think you're going to the depot. Oh, all right, let's not worry about you for a minute. Let's worry about you. So you are going to the Solcol Livestock Farm, which is that one. Then you're going to Farm 2, which is that one. And then you should be going to 3, which should be this one. Right. So you... Oh, gee whiz. You should be going there. Oh, there you go. That's why. I put it in back to front. Well, that's going to work on so many levels, isn't it? That's why it doesn't work. Ah, you see, even when we are klutz free, we are never klutz free. Okay, so we need enough room in there to possibly put an extra layer of houses. How about that? You know what? I'm okay with it being like that. That's what I'm okay with. All right. So we need to stop that, and we need to. Where are you? So you're going to. Where are you going, actually? That's a good question. you are going there. Then we want you to go there. Then we want you to go there, there, and then there. Oh, look at that. And they're 1, 2, 3. And then these guys get numbered 1, 2, 3. Well, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're 50 minutes in. I think that's a pretty good episode. We almost finished up there, leaving a klutz buried deep in the workings, but we found it and we have fixed it up. And hopefully, in fixing it up, we've also made the appropriate space available for what comes next, which is 4 more apartment blocks, and then they can use this area down here for the amenities, which we put in over here. And if we are certainly lucky, everyone is happy, everyone is satiated, medical, blah, blah, blah. Alcoholism's a bit of an issue, and religion's a bit down, so we might have to dwell into that at another episode. But we now have 3 fields growing, and a 4. And the last one is being sown. So when these start being harvested, we are going to have a considerable amount of crops. Of course, having just said that, I've just realised that I've made a horrible mistake in my calculations. So again, I've klutzed up, but then I'm an idiot, so that's all good. We may produce 500 tons of crops for our farms, our livestock farms, but that's only 1 day's worth. And we have 365 days in a year. That is a lot of crops. And it is just a little bit more than, 500. So 500 tonne of crops is going to give us 1 day's worth of hurly-durly. 365 by 5. 1,000 over 1,700. 1,700. 5, 300. 15, maybe 16. 1,600 large farms. That's an interesting calculation, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Well, this is going to be very interesting because we're going to, having produced 50 animal farms, livestock farms, we are going to be able to produce exactly 1 day's worth of supply from each farm in an entire year. That sounds like something we can be proud of. I think we need to think about that and maybe have a look at that in the next episode. But until then, I hope you're enjoying the klutzing and the mucking around and the getting things working, and it's all good. And I hope you stay well. I will look forward to seeing you in the gig channel for more amazing spreadsheet moments. And until then, take care, and I'll see you all later. Bye.